It is beyond clear that this White House botched its handling of the Epstein files, and they know it, which is why they're trying really hard right now to train your attention somewhere, anywhere, other than that. So Attorney General Pam Bondi and Secretary of Education Linda McMahon teamed up and delivered this big announcement.
Over the past several weeks, the Department of Education has notified the Department of Education in California, as well as the California Interscholastic Federation, that they were in violation of Title IX. They were allowing men to compete in women's sports. Now, this is after years of their being in violation of Title IX. We informed them that if they did not change, that we were going to refer these cases to the Department of Justice, and we have done exactly that.
Thank you, Secretary McMahon, for all of your hard work. And today, the Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against California Department of Education and the governing body for women's sports in California. We've made it very clear, only women in women's sports under Title IX.
All the usual boogeyman. You've got the Communist Republic of California, you've got men in women's sports. All they need is to throw in some brown people into the mix and you'd get a Fox News primetime trifecta. But here's where they really messed up. Their followers know full well what they are trying to do with this tactic, and that is evidenced by the replies to that very announcement. Like, for example, how about you protect them from Epstein's client list? You're a liar and have been compromised by the intelligence community. What do they have on you? How about you release the Epstein client list that was on your desk, or are they blackmailing you too? Show some courage for once in your life and do the right thing, or resign. Stop trying to change the subject. The Epstein flip-flop has shattered your support as well as Trump's support, and you cannot fix it unless you release the Epstein client list. Oh, the irony. How about stepping up for the kids on Epstein Island and releasing the names of their abusers? The irony of you posting failing to protect girls while you protect Epstein clients who rape children. Don't be a hypocrite, Pam. You did not do the same in regards to Epstein clients. You are cherry-picking as AG simply because California is blue. I would be the first to cheer this on, but not this way, not how you failed so many others. Nice distraction tactic, but we are still waiting for you to do your job and what was promised. Release the Epstein list. And of course, this meme, which explains the devolving situation with Pam Bondi quite well. In fact, even the most vocal MAGA supporters seem to have reached their limit with all of this bullshit.
The timing of it,
come on,
just seems,
come on.
It seems like I'll take how do we get the attention off of Epstein for 500, please, Alex.
I hope this story breaking today isn't just a cover story or diversion from the giant fiasco with the FBI and DOJ doing a 180 on Epstein.
So that's it? No client list? Epstein killed himself? No further investigations? Case closed?
Hey, we're going to do an investigation. Now, we can't tell you about the investigation because it's under investigation, so we can't actually talk about the investigation of the people that are being investigated, but they're under investigation.
We don't rise and fall with Trump. We need him. It's a historic thing that's happening. But that said, I'm not breaking my integrity or my morals or what I stand for nobody.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? We have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
So we're stupid.
Yeah.
We're the fucking idiots, guys. That is, I think, what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. Like, obviously the intelligence community is trying to cover it up. Obviously the Trump administration is trying to cover up. Something changed because they ran on this idea of exposing it all. All these guys had great ideas. Cockeyed Cash, Dan Bongino.
He had clips, dog. He had bars.
He was ready to tear it all down. He was ready to tear down the entire FBI office.
Shut down the Hoover building day one.
Day one.
That bitch still standing.
And then he goes on Joe Rogan and he's like, listen, do you think if I had it, I wouldn't share it with you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I do believe that 100%, especially when you're staring at me like this, telling me that. Once you protect pedophiles, you are the most cockeyed person in the entire world.
So one of two things, in my mind, is possible. One, you're covering it up. Or two, nothing really happened and you exploited the rape of thousands of children to get your man elected. So which one do you want here?
And the reality is that Bondi's announcement is ridiculous for two reasons. First, it is a blatant distraction. And the fact that even her own followers, even Trump's own followers, are saying as much in unison is a testament to exactly that. But second, how do you think you have any credibility to carry out this prosecution If you can't do the thing you already promised to do for months, do you really expect people to cheer for you when you've just broadcast that you are incapable of bringing about the one bit of accountability that you yourself have been promising forever? Remember, this was Pam Bondi herself back in February.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So whatever happened to that? Well, here's Pam Bondi's very legitimate, very believable explanation.
In February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
Ah, yes, very, very believable. Thank you, Pam Bondi. You've convinced us all. We totally, definitely believe that, in fact, it was our fault that we misinterpreted the words, "It is sitting on my desk right now," after being asked directly about Jeffrey Epstein's client list. Yes, I could see where the confusion would come in. Totally our fault. Got it. The reality is that this administration made a gamble that their base is so shallow, so dim, so stupid, so gullible that all they had to do was wave around a shiny object and those people would immediately forget about Epstein and instead glom on to whatever else the new distraction of the day was. And not only is that ridiculous, considering it was this administration's officials themselves who have spent years amping the story up, but it's also the clearest indication yet of just how much disdain this White House has for its own supporters. Dan Bongino made a career out of talking about this exact story, talking about the Epstein cover-up. Kash Patel made a career doing the exact same thing. Alina Habba promised an explosive trove of new material. And now once they actually are in a position of power, once they can actually substantiate the claims that they themselves have made, we're all supposed to believe that the thing they promised is completely out of the zeitgeist, completely a nothing burger. The question now becomes, were you lying then or are you lying now? Because either way, this administration is putting on full display the extent to which they are completely full of shit, and their audience is finally waking up to that reality. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.